Shalom, welcome back to part 2 of Defending the Gospel against the poisonous death adder. Now, I left off in the book of Psalms, the 96th chapter and the 5th verse. But first off, let me give all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and sanitation to all the brothers and sisters in the truth and steady coming in. Shalom. Alright, just jumping back into where I left off at. Psalms 96 and 5, and it reads, For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Heavenly Father Yahweh Shah made the heavens, and which is true, because the Most High power did make the heavens. It's verse 6 to say, honor and majesty are before him, strength and beauty are in his sanctuary. And this is the Most High's work. This is the Most High's sanctuary that we're building up in, which is known as the house of David. Give unto the Heavenly Father Yahweh Shema Shah, or ye kindreds of people, give unto the Heavenly Father Yahweh Shema Shah glory and strength. And we ought to give the Most High our glory and strength. Now from there, I'm going to go to Psalms, the 58th chapter. So we're going back into Psalms, 58th chapter, and the 4th verse. And it reads, their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the death adder that stoppeth the ear. And Esau only speak lies, man. Well, Shalaki, before I even read that, let me read verse 3, because it ties into it. Well, I'm gonna start off at the. I start at the top. It say, Psalm 58 and 1, and it reads, do ye indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? And Esau don't judge uprightly. And there's no righteousness in Esau, so he don't speak righteousness. He don't do righteousness, and his congregation is full of wickedness. He don't judge uprightly. It say, yeah, in heart ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. And how do Esau rule the world? By violence, by wickedness. Verse 3 say the wicked are estranged from the womb. And who are the wicked according to the scriptures? Esau, Edom. According to Micah 1 and 4. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. And that's these Edomites. Everything in their system has been built upon wickedness and lies, and off the backs of these jakes. Their poison is like the poison of the serpent, and this is Esau's philosophy. It is poison. It equals death. They are like the death adder that stoppeth her ear, and that's Esau's philosophies. The way he carries himself on earth, all these doctrines that he bring against the nation of Israel, the true men of the Lord, and saying that and telling the world that they are the true man of the Lord, which is a blasphemy, which is a lie, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers. And we are those charmers that's telling you the truth, that's bringing out this wisdom, not your understanding. Charming never so wisely. It say, break their teeth, O Heavenly Father, because the Most High is going to break down their philosophies and their knowledge, and he's going to destroy it. In their mouth, break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shema Shah. And that's what we're waiting on. And it's happening today, like bits and pieces, but the Most High is steady destroying this place, man. The book of Hebrews, the 8th chapter, and start the 6th verse, and it reads, but now had he attained a more excellent ministry by, and how we obtain a more excellent ministry? By coming back to the Heavenly Father, by following the law, statutes, and commandments, by being a part of that by being a part of the work. It say by how much also he is the mediator of a better covenant. And who is the mediator? Yahweh Shai is the mediator. And what covenant is it talking about? The covenant that was promised to the children of Israel, which was established upon better promises. And who was the promises given to? Abraham, King David. It say for if that first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second. So if we would have continued in the first covenant, there wouldn't have never been a second covenant. It say for finding fault with them, he said, behold, the days come. What days? The days that we are in right now. It say, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, which is the southern and the northern kingdom coming back into one. It say, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt. And Egypt means bondage. It means place of bondage. And it say, because they continue not in my covenant, and I regard them not, saying the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai. Say, for this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saying the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai. It don't say no other nation besides Israel. I will put my laws in their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a power, and they shall be to me a people. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest. For I will be merciful to their unrighteousness, and their sins and their iniquities will I remember no more. In that he say, a new covenant he made the first old, now that which decayed and waxed old is already to vanish away. That's because the Most High has promised Israel the second covenant. And these Edomites don't understand that. The Most High is only coming to them that are under the law. How hard is that to understand? Who are under the law? The Israelites. No other nation was given the law. No other nation was promised salvation besides the nation of Israel. No other nation are considered to be holy. No other nation are considered to be special. Or no other nation are considered to be the Most High's favorite, the apple of the Most High's eye. None of these other nations besides Israel has that. So it's not hard to read and understand. What makes things hard is when you jakes come against the truth of Yahweh Shai instead of listening. So, Lord willing, you was edified. Until the next one, I say shalom.